This is the Whisper Corner, and this is a request from Miss Toots. She asked me to make a video of comic poetry. So let's begin. This is Matilda who told lies and was burned to death. Happy Stuff by Hilaire Belloc. Matilda told such dreadful lies, it made one gasp and stretch one's eyes. Her aunt, who, from her earliest youth, had kept a strict regard for truth, attempted to believe Matilda. The effort very nearly killed her, and would have done so had not she discovered this infirmity. For once, towards the close of day, Matilda, growing tired of play, and finding she was left alone, went tiptoe to the telephone, and summoned the immediate aid of London's noble fire brigade. Within an hour the gallant band were pouring in on every hand, from Putney, Hackney Downs and Bow, with courage high and hearts aglow. They galloped, roaring through the town, Matilda's house is burning down. Inspired by British cheers and loud proceeding from the frenzied crowd, they ran their ladders through a score of windows on the ballroom floor, and took peculiar pains to souse the pictures up and down the house, until Matilda's aunt succeeded in showing them they were not needed. And even then she had to pay to get the men to go away. It happened that a few weeks later her aunt was off to the theatre to see that interesting play, the second Mrs. Tanqueray. She had refused to take her niece to hear this entertaining piece, a deprivation just and wise, to punish her for telling lies. That night a fire did break out. You should have heard Matilda shout. You should have heard her scream and bawl, and throw the window up and call to people passing in the street. The rapidly increasing heat encouraged her to obtain their confidence, but all in vain. For every time she shouted fire, they only answered little liar, and therefore when her aunt returned, Matilda and the house were burned. This next poem is called Bloody Men by Wendy Cope. Bloody men are like bloody buses. You wait for a year, and as soon as one approaches your stop, 2 or 3 others appear. You look at them, flashing their indicators, offering you a ride. You're trying to read the destination. You haven't much time to decide. If you make a mistake, there is no turning back. Jump off and you'll stand there and gaze, while the cars and the taxis and lorries go by, and the minutes, the hours, and the days. Next up we have For the Foxes by Charles Bukowski. Don't feel sorry for me. I am a competent, satisfied human being. Be sorry for the others who fidget, complain, who constantly rearrange their lives like furniture, juggling mates and attitudes. Their confusion is constant, and it will touch whoever they deal with. is my companion. I am a dog walking backwards. I am a broken banjo. I am a telephone wire strung up in Toledo, Ohio. I am a man eating a meal this night in the month of September. Put your sympathy aside. They say water held up Christ. To come through, you better be nearly as lucky. Okay, this next one is On the Ning Nang Nong by Spike Mulligan. I've tried this a few times and I haven't done it perfectly yet, so, bear with me. On the Ning Nang Nong, where the cows go bong and the monkeys all say boo, there's a nong nang ning where the trees go ping and the teapots jibber jabber jew. On the nong ning nang, all the mice go clang, and you just can't catch 'em when they do. So it's ning nang nong, cows go bong, nong nang ning, trees go ping, nong ning nang, the mice go clang. What a noisy place to belong is the ning nang nong. First go, who's star? I am. Okay, next up we have The Pig by Roald Dahl. Let's see if I can just move this down a wee bit here. Good man yourself. That was subtle. In England, once there lived a big and wonderfully clever pig. To everybody it was plain that Piggy had a massive brain. He worked out sums inside his head. There was no book he hadn't read. He knew what made an airplane fly. He knew how engines worked and why. He knew all this, but in the end, one question drove him round the bend. He simply couldn't puzzle out what life was all about. What was the reason for his birth? Why was he placed upon this earth? His giant brain went round and round. Alas, no answer could be found. Till suddenly, one wondrous night, all in a flash, he saw the light. He jumped up like a ballet dancer and yelled, "By gum, I've got the answer. They want my bacon slice by slice to sell at a tremendous price. They want my tender, juicy chops. They want my tender, juicy chops to put in all the butcher's shops. They want my pork to make a roast, and that's the part that'll cost the most. They want my sausages in strings. They even want my chitterlings. The butcher's shop, the carving knife, that is the reason for my life." Such thoughts as these are not designed to give a pig great peace of mind. Next morning in comes Farmer Bland, a pail of pig's will in his hand, and Piggy with a mighty roar bashes the farmer to the floor. Now comes the rather grisly bit, so let's not make too much of it, except that you must understand that Piggy did eat Farmer Bland. He ate him up from head to toe, chewing the pieces nice and slow. It took an hour to reach the feet, because there was so much to eat, and when he finished, Pig, of course, felt absolutely no remorse. Slowly he scratched his brainy head, and with a little smile he said, "I had a fairly powerful hunch that he might have me for his lunch, and so because I feared the worst, I thought I'd better eat him first." Okay, next up we have a short one. A word to guess I'd always be quiet then. Okay, next up we have Messy Room by Shell Shuffle. Blah 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 blah. I'm allowed to mess up in the names, not during the poems. Messy Room by Shell Silverstein or Stein, I don't know. Whosever room this is should be ashamed. His underwear is hanging on the lamp. His raincoat is there in the overstuffed chair, and the chair is becoming quite mucky and damp. His workbook is wedged in the window, his sweater's been thrown on the floor. His scarf and one ski are beneath the TV, and his pants have been carelessly hung on the door. His books are all jammed in the closet. His vest has been left in the hall. A lizard named Ed is asleep in his bed, and his smelly old sock has been stuck to the wall. Whosever room this is should be ashamed. Donald or Robert or Willie or... You say it's mine. Oh dear. I knew it looked familiar. Okay, so next up we have another poem by Ogden Nash. And it's called Common Cold. Go hang yourself, you old MD. You shall not sneer at me. Pick up your hat and stethoscope. Go wash your mouth with laundry soap. I contemplate a joy exquisite. I am not paying you for your visit. I did not call you to be told. My malady is a common cold. By pounding brow and swollen lip, by fevers hot and scaly grip, by those two red redundant eyes that weep like woeful April skies, by racking snuffle, snort and sniff, by handkerchief after handkerchief, this cold you wave away as naught is the damnedest cold man ever got. Give ear, you scientific fossil. Here is the genuine cold colossal, the cold of which researchers dream, the perfect cold, the cold supreme. This honored system humbly holds the super cold to end all colds, the cold crusading for democracy, the furor of the streptocracy. Bacilli swarm within my portals, such as were ne'er conceived by mortals, but bred by scientists wise and hoary, in some Olympic laboratory. Bacteria as large as mice, with feet of fire and heads of ice, who never interrupt for slumber, their stomping elephantine rumba. A common cold, gadzooks forsooth. Yes, and Lincoln was jostled by Booth. Don Juan was a budding gallant, and Shakespeare's plays showed signs of talent. The Arctic winter is fairly ghoulish, and your diagnosis is fairly foolish. Oh, what a derision history holds for the man who belittled the cold of colds. The next poem is called A Fart. Like a genius, I deleted the poet who wrote this. I don't want to be too Kevinish, but the poet, because I was trying to save space, which is stupid considering it takes up only half the next page. I think it's some lemon bear. I'll put it in the description. pleasant thing. It gives the belly ease. It warms the bed in winter and suffocates the fleas. A fart can be quiet, a fart can be loud. Some leave a powerful, poisonous cloud. A fart can be short, or a fart can be long. Some farts have been known to sound like a song. A fart can create a most curious medley. A fart can be harmless or silent and deadly. A fart might not smell, while others are vile. A fart may pass quickly, or linger a while. A fart can occur in a number of places, and leave everyone there with strange looks on their faces. From wide open prairie to a small elevator, a fart will find all of us sooner or later. But farts are all bad is simply not true. We must never forget sweet old farts like you. Life is like butt. You're either covering it, laughing it off, kicking it, kissing it, busting it, trying to get a piece of it, behaving like one, or you live with one. So, there you go. There was my comedic poems for Miss Toots. If any of you are still awake, and if you have any requests, please let me know, and I will do my best to fulfill them, because I'm a old man who's running out of ideas. So, thanks for watching.